Welcome everyone and welcome to All in All United. Simeon, Lion, aye, aye, aye. Manchester United traveled to Crystal Palace and we was holding all 3 points in a way. All 3 points. And then in the direct we come and I didn't know of what they call Murphy's Law,
Yeah,
right? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And
that's
well,
United.
yeah, and well, it went wrong, right? At least that's how I felt at full time. Coming into the game, we just needed Casemiro, who has been our most influential player, to survive the game without a booking earlier. That's all we needed. And the 80 something minutes, the man got a yellow card. He is not going to be featured in the Arsenal game. Now, in my mind, fellas, right? I'm upset, eh? I'm upset. But I'm still saying, well, at least 3 points in the bag. At least the yellow card could be worth 3 points. I see it like that at least. Just a couple minutes later, Fred foul a Palace player and Olise score quality, a crack of a free kick. I can't take nothing away from that. I can't blame nobody for that. That was a quality free kick earlier. And what lesson we learn when you don't kill off games, you always leave room for the opponent to make something happen. And albeit this was a real belt of a free kick, as Ten Hag said in the post match, if we kill off the game, then these kind of scenarios ain't gonna affect us as much as it affects us now.
Exactly.
Anyway, fellas, so we dropped 2 points and we do our Casemiro for Arsenal on Sunday. So that's a double blow, right? How are we gonna sum up? Here, all right, let me switch it up a little bit, right? Sum up how are feeling with one word.
Man, I ain't got no PG word right now for that feeling, man. I ain't got no PG word for that, man. I mean, shoot. I mean, what we could do? I mean, we right back to where we was, man. I mean, without Casemiro in the midfield, we played, counter-attacking football. I mean, how we go play? We can't play, Ten Hag football without Casemiro. That's how I feel. I feel like now we're back to square one for that game. I mean, if you look at the big picture, I mean, it's the middle of the season. We can recover, but still, this is a big swing as far as any thoughts of title. And to lose to Crystal Palace, I think that's the biggest thing, to lose those. Because Crystal Palace is a good team, but they've been giving up points like crazy. I mean, they got beat, but you got to beat them. You got to finish them off, and we didn't. And it just really, that part really hurts. You figure, okay, we go win this game, and Arsenal gonna be tough, but to lose this game and lose Casemiro, I mean, that's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, and Simeon, I feel we could just drop like a loss, You understand?
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
how
like
I
a
feel.
loss.
I mean, yeah.
Especially
I mean, I even thinking,
espe-
Joe.
yeah, especially when you lead for 90 minutes of the game, you know? My word to sum up how I feel is frustrated, right? Frustrated. You give us your words, Simeon?
Well, I want to go back, but I should say nostalgic. Remember
Nostalgic.
When Ollie used to have these teams and like they would play well, have a good defense. We had good defense at one point. It was fake, but it was good. I mean, you would put like McTominay and Fred back there, and they would score one goal, and then I mean, but I feel like we kind of took a step back to where we were, where we couldn't kill off games, and that kind of hurt me a little bit.
All right. Lion, where's your one word to sum up how you're feeling?
That's disappointed.
Disappointed.
I
Yeah.
mean, I mean to say we control that first half, I didn't think we did anything spectacular in the first half as we controlled the game, right? But with a 1 goal lead, it's always
Yeah,
dangerous to go at Palace. You have to kill off that game, otherwise Palace would keep coming.
exactly,
That's exactly
exactly,
what they did.
exactly. Um, Jody on the inside, hey Jody, thanks for joining, man. Blessed night to you too. He said the juju walking. Nah, the juju ain't walking, Jody. The juju ain't walking, right? Because when you say we're going on loss and that's when we just win. So I ain't know.
Yeah,
I ain't know, right? He said his 3 word one time, title race, nothing. Jody one boy. Yeah, boy, I'm disappointed, and you can see plenty of the expressions look like, and also disappointed. Doing on the inside, good night, Dwayne, thanks for joining, man. He and all disappointed, that's his one word. Aaron, on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying despondent, right? Doing saying here, we beat Arsenal without Casemiro last game, why can't we do it again? I don't know, but I feel like the team have become so dependent. I don't know if dependent is the right word, but how we play, his role so important. And that is why I
centered
think
around him.
people, yeah. So that's why I think people might be so de- depressed, if that is the right word, or discouraged or whatever, going into the game because he has been since then till now. Dwayne Casemiro has been fundamental to the way we play. You know, Aaron saying here, United winning chutney soca. When you drop points for them, things to be funny, nah? Jody saying I was not disappointed because I know them fellas would put in this type of performance. I mean, it was expected, especially for Rashford. You would expect with that kind of form he had to drop a howler sometime, eh? You
Yeah,
know?
that was a
Yeah, Rashford
foul. I
was
call that. Yes.
boy.
I know I was that today now.
So, fellas, we get into team sheets here, right? What were your thoughts on the team sheet? Were you all expecting Ten Hag to go full strength? You know, especially considering the risks that were on Fred and Casemiro going into the game with, you know, with Arsenal on Sunday. You know, thoughts on the team sheets? Let me go.
When
Go ahead,
when
Lion.
I
You can go first.
when I saw the team sheet, I say, okay, he going out for the win. But when I saw Casimiro on the team sheet, I say, nah. I say he's going to get a yellow card. It have no way Casimiro coming out this game without a yellow card, right? Because he is the most energetic in the midfield and he always tackling. I say he has to get a yellow card in this game, right? I was happy with the team sheet, but I was expecting a change. I was wondering if he would have started give Scott a start, but we all see that he doesn't trust Scott enough to play him instead of Casimiro. So I was happy, but I felt kind of way about seeing Casimiro in the starting lineup. Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, for you, the team selection was spot
Well,
on.
Weghorst was a shocker too. I thought he'd have let him come on. Thought he'd have start Garnacho on the left and play Rashford on top and let Weghorst come on like maybe at the 60th or 70th or according to how the game going. Right? Other than that, I expected everything else to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget, you know, if you're viewing, don't forget to like and share the podcast. We know when we get, you know, discouraging results, it's not always the best time. But let me still get the therapy session on and let me get the content out, right? It might have someone United fans that need this, man. You know? Simeon, what was your thoughts on the team sheet, and were you surprised that Ten Hag went full strength?
I'm really surprised. I think the biggest thing was the two big things were Casemiro and Wout Venhorst.
Wout Weghorst.
Wout, see, there we go. Like, I mean, because I was thinking maybe he would start Fred, and I realized, wait a minute, Fred on the same yellow card issue that Casemiro has. So I figured ten. I figured, well, let me win this game first, get this game in hand, and then see what happens. With Arsenal. Come Sunday. I'm surprised he went with the big guy in front, but
With Arsenal.
yeah, I guess he figured that he knew him well enough. I mean, I know Ten Hag doesn't start people like that, just so. I mean, normally guys take a while before coming into the side, so that's my biggest surprise.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Jody saying he had too much games, not enough squad depth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fact, And at some point, it would have tell her. I run on the inside, good night, buddy. Saying learn from it and we move on. Yeah, and that's. I mean, after the disappointment, you had to shake it off, right? And I guess there's where we at. For me, Ten Hag has always proved that he taken every single game seriously, right? And I don't know if the result of that is he's studying the psychology behind it now. Because you want momentum. You want to make sure and keep that kind of confidence in the squad. And sometimes he realized he don't have the kind of depth in the squad that he could rely on to start games how he want the games to start and to play the football that he want. So he always approaching every game as strong as possible. Right? The only time you will see Ten Hag making changes to starting 11 is injury. Apart from that, Ten Hag playing his full strength team.
Even in cups,
And
though.
yeah, even in cups, he running them fellas on them, and I could understand that. I could understand because if you play a weakened team or you rotate too much, and the teams had a drop momentum, it can affect confidence going forward. That is just how I probably see it. I could be wrong, right? So when I saw the team sheet, I was like, wait, boy, Ten Hag not playing. He's studying who is next, not who down the road. He's studying who is next. So if he playing tomorrow, he playing Trinidad and Tobago, like who he focus on. And he gonna put out a team, his best possible team to play Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? Um, so that was how Ten Hag has always been doing it. So I wasn't really surprised with the starting lineup. My thing was, I was hoping that, you know, as Simeon noted, Palace not in a good place right now. Let me put them to the sword as early as possible. Let me take this game and out of our contest, and let me put them to the sword, and we could take off the likes of Rashford, because we know Rashford carrying a knock. We know Casemiro can't play if he get booked, so let me try to get you off the pitch early, and that's what I was hoping to see. Get Ericsson off because Ericsson getting leggy after 60 minutes now. But for some reason, earlier, we do not know how to kill off games, right? We like to play and joke and do all kind of thing, but put teams to the sword. And today's a result of that. So the fact that at the 80th minute, Casemiro was still on the field, because I mean, Ole Casemiro had a brilliant game today again, right? I can't blame Ten Hag because you could see Crystal Palace was growing in momentum, they were growing in confidence, and at some point, if we play dotish and make stupid subs,
Well, we did. We lost. We make those. I mean, it's too bad. I mean, that really is too bad. You there, Kareem?
Sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you want it to work out, right? There
Yeah,
must there must
man.
be some games where you make a sub and it doesn't work out, right?
Yep, man. But I mean, yeah, we gotta talk about why we in score, man.
are back on?
Yeah, you good. You
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So
Give up
fellas,
allow the club.
but here I want to get all your thoughts on, right? Who to blame for Casemiro yellow, right? Because me and Phil was having it out a little bit earlier, and Phil was adamant that it's Ten Hag fault, right? And well, I was kind of on the contrary, right? So Simeon started off, right?
I
Who to
mean,
blame for Casemiro?
you gotta look back at the play and see who put Casemiro in that position. But at the same time, as Casemiro Casemiro making good tackle all game, and then one time, this one time, this foul, you can't really blame. You can blame the coach for having him on there, but at the same time, the player has to know. If it's not you know, a goal saving tackle, then you gotta watch what you have to ask yourself, was it going to be a goal scoring chance if he didn't get that tackle? That's the question because 3 points is 3 points, whether it's at Arsenal or Crystal Palace. So if he figured he could save 3 points by that tackle, then fair play. But if not, then
So do you think it was Ten Hag should have taken Casemiro off long before that, or do you think Casemiro should have done better?
we would have liked. At this point, we build enough trust in our coach to not question him too much. If he figured he had someone on the bench come on and keep that midfield running well enough for Crystal Palace not to score, he would have done it. That's why I believe. But he didn't think so, and he left him on. And after that, it's up to Casemiro to make sure he doesn't get booked. For it to get to a point where he had to make that tackle, then it's like I said, the question of is it a game saving or a 3 point saving tackle, and that's the only question I really have.
Yeah, yeah. Before I come to line on that one, let me just get some comments here, right? Jody saying, yeah, don't work out sometimes like horror. Oh God, Jody, boy, oh God. Kristen on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying Rashford looked like his old self. Yeah, boy. So somebody was asking whether Rashford was chasing some kind of record, of the most consecutive games to score because it didn't seem as though Rashford was playing with
He
any
didn't
kind
want to
of
pass.
yeah, boy. Very, very selfish today, boy. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Lion, with your take, Casemiro at fault or Ten Hag at fault?
I think Ten Hag got to take some blame for that too, because at the end of the day, when I saw Scott on the sideline, I say, okay, well, now was the time to take off Casemiro. I see who came off was Anthony. Anthony and who came off? Somebody else. Oh,
Weghorst.
Weghorst came off.
Yeah, when house.
I see Casemiro still on. I say, this man playing with fire, boy. Because Palace coming at me. So you know he going to make a tackle. Palace didn't have the foot on the gas all the time. But like for some reason they get in the game and Casemiro will have to make a tackle. And most likely it would be a reckless one. But he had no choice there because Zaha was going to the goal. Right? And when I see Paul Fred too, I said, oh gosh, I hope Fred don't get a yellow too. Well, we surely dead on Sunday. But yeah, Ten Hag, I think Ten Hag was disappointed because he knew he should have taken him off. Because he started to shake his head on the sideline too. Like, either he's saying, wait, I should have taken him off, or he's saying, wait, why Casemiro make that stupid tackle? But he had to make that tackle, right? Because if they had scored there, they may have come back and win. Yeah.
Yeah, because momentum was with them, and
Yes, it
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, because I telling you, I kind of feel when I watched how the game was going, and then too not only that, the kind of influence and impact Casemiro was having on that game. Casemiro was bossing that game today, right?
Yeah,
And
he
I
was.
was I was watching yes, I hear what you're saying, line in terms of Crystal Palace was growing and they was coming at we. But if you take chances, if you took Casemiro out of that game, right, you could have been given them the license to win the game. Palace that is. I see it
Mm.
like this. Casemiro is a very intelligent player. He's experienced. You're not talking about some rookie player here, right? You know you wanna you one booking away from missing that game against Arsenal. I still think that he could have done better than fly because he flying and he clips are high. You
Yeah, yeah.
understand? So I
That could have gone
thinking,
anywhere.
yes, I thinking that listen, Casemiro as experienced as he is, and this is how I think Ten Hag seen it. Casemiro is very much aware that yeah, booking away from missing a very crucial game. Use your head, your intelligent horse. I know to take you off and protect you. Come on, man. So
Mm.
for me, I was disappointed in Casemiro to see Casemiro make that tackle there. When I thinking Varane was already coming to cut down the angle, Shaw was already covering the player inside, and other players was recovering. So probably all Casemiro may have had to do is just kind of push Zaha off the direct run toward goal, push him a little. I don't know, but
Do
I just
something
find
besides not the obvious yellow card. Not the
yeah,
obvious yellow card.
yeah, don't fly in like that for deserve yellow card now, man. And that is
He
what
has
upset me
some
about that.
he has some moments, huh?
Yeah,
When he does
yeah.
trip, huh?
And
As
that is
much
what
as
I'm
he good
done.
and thing, it has some moments where like the City game. He felt a reckless tackle at what's his name? Grealish. So he
Yeah,
have
boy.
moments where he would do things like that. Right? So Ten Hag should know that too.
Yeah, but I still leaning on the whole experienced player kind of position because I expect more from Casemiro in that man. And even to that point, Lion, right? Against City, nothing was at risk. So even if you flying with the tackle, we go take the yellow. But if you know you're one suspension away, one card away from suspension, then I can expect the intelligence to kick in there, boy. You know? Um, this were Ten Hag had to say about the Casemiro yellow. Right? He's saying it was instinctive. He went for the ball, missed it, and it was a dangerous situation. He wanted to stop it, and that was his reaction. Right? So, I mean, Wagin Ten Hag could say,
Yeah,
right?
they say nothing.
Yeah, yeah, Wagin Ten Hag could say. But I know he
Yeah.
was disappointed, and I think Casemiro could have done better. You know, Jody saying here, Rashford in Ronaldo kicked in today. Yeah, but he play real selfish. You know,
I
he
don't know what went
real
on
selfish.
Rashford today.
Yeah. Kristen saying here, beat Palace today, we would have been 6 points behind Arsenal. And we have to play them Sunday. Win and 3 points behind them. Title race one. Yeah, boy. That was disappointing. It was disappointing. All I feel fatigue had anything to do with we second half drop off.
Probably, because we played a lot of games, And I think it was McTominay made a point. No, the gear made a point. He was like, why we playing midweek and Arsenal not playing midweek too? And we were on the same amount of games as them. But yet still we have to face them on the weekend. So I think so because we for some reason every year we always have a fixture pile up. Always. And some teams never play as much as us in a short space of time. So I think it could be tiredness at that point, but fellas are professionals. All right, take your time. Do what you have to do. The quality
Yeah.
is there.
No, but I didn't even realize that that was the case. So Arsenal have no game midweek.
They don't have any games.
What trouble is this,
They have
boy?
a whole week of rest. All right.
Simeon?
I mean, I ain't really worried about Arsenal. Like I was before before this game, I was looking at I normally don't do stats. I'm not a big stats guy, but I was looking at a few stats. Or I was watching the website, ESPN website, and I was watching goals. Team league goals and team league assists, and I was so depressed after that, man. I mean, after Rashford, like who scored the most goals after Rashford? It's like I can't even
Bruno,
remember. Like
probably Bruno.
I didn't think it
But
was.
he doesn't have much this season anyway.
Yeah, I went and you see Rashford leading like assists, Rashford leading like goals, and you look down and it's like Ericsson like second in assists, and you look for Bruno like he has like three assists, like three assists all season. He has like 3 goals all season, and I'm looking at I'm like, where are our goals coming from? Like, where is our attacking threat coming from? I mean,
Well,
the
probably
assists are
real.
ridiculous.
Real.
Malacia has none for the in league. Misaka has none for the league. I don't know how much Dallo has, but like we have like no assists coming from the wings hardly anywhere. Like our attack is crap. I don't know if it's our finishing that's not our finishing, or if it's our crossing. But like we have no, and like I look at Bruno. I mean, I was coming for Bruno. He scored today. I mean, he scored today, but like as the principal, attacking midfielder, like what's he doing? What's Bruno doing? He gets a lot of shots. He get a lot of opportunities he has to pass, but like this year, like he's not creating enough. He's not doing enough. I hate to break. I mean, he's a captain and he's doing well being a captain. I'll give him that. But like, I don't know if that's affecting his ability to get like more opportunities in front, because we are not scoring enough goals. It's clear. I don't know if it's a problem at striker or a problem on the creative side, but we are not scoring enough goals.
Well, I
We
can tell
are.
you something, Simeon, right? The people were saying the issue is the striker, but we brought in a new striker today, and how much chances we create for Veghorst.
Two
You
one.
understand? So yeah, so I think it's really it's something that we have to work on in terms of chance creation, because that's something that we don't do. Most times you'll find certain players trying to create space and chances for themselves. Rashford in particular, you
Yeah.
know. Even go back to the City game. It had the 2 chances Rashford got in the first half. Look up and try to cut it back for a player inside as opposed to go for it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I think up top especially, we need to try more to play for the team than ourselves. And once we do that, then I think we will score more goals.
I think it will come, Anna. I think it will come. It's just that we more or less focusing on controlling games. Right? We really know we need a forward for sure. We need a forward who could hold up the play, who could get those headers. And I mean, today Weghorst it's his first game, right? So let we see what he could do in the next few games. Give him a chance and see, because we didn't really have like a target man in front there, so there was no reason for us to be crossing the ball.
But I
Didn't
mean,
have a target.
but we had one today, right?
We had one today, but
And
this is
only
first game. Let's see.
one cross, Lion, one cross, and he meets
Well,
it and it went over bar.
let's see how it goes. Because
But
as
as you
more
touch on,
as he integrates into the team,
well, fair,
yeah,
fair.
they'll put the balls in for him.
But as we hear, right? Let's talk about Weghorst's performance now, Lion.
I find it wasn't a spectacular performance. I mean, you could see that he could link up the play. He's a guy who could link up the play. He could pass off the ball. It wasn't. I didn't expect too much from him today. Right? It was his debut, but I find it was a fair debut. Right?
I had to agree with you on that. I mean, and I know Jody and men and them on the inside go ball agenda, but it's not that. You know, I have, I was a little bit I wasn't impressed, right? From what I saw from him today. But I kind of had to, consider as well the fact that it's his first game. He never played at no level as high as Manchester United. So that is going to take some getting used to that pressure. You understand the expectation. You just come from Burnley level and Besiktas level and come at Man United and adapt. It don't work so, right? So I kind of on his level, considering his level and where he came from, I kind of understand and willing to give him time to adjust now. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I will give him time. I wasn't impressed with his performance. He didn't do nothing spectacular for me. He didn't. People were already saying that, well, Martial had to watch you back because this guy coming to take you pick and whatever and whatever and whatever. And maybe in the next 2-3 games, when he jelly in, we might see more. But from this performance, me I really I wasn't really impressed. But that being said, I'm not going to place any kind of judgment on the man. His first game, Crystal Palace was desperate, so they come in to fight, right? And I think, in certain regards, he holds and he was an outlet, right? He did, do some pressing. He did put some people under pressure. But I must say though, that man could run fast, boy.
But somebody say it looked like he was buffering.
Chef, was you seeing boy? What going on? I think you're muted. I'm not sure. Nah, we ain't hearing you. You gotta check that. Right? Simeon, while Chef sorting himself out, I don't know if you have anything on Wekos you would like to add.
I mean, you get what you pay for. I mean, we will be cheap. I mean, I I think for him to be, you know, successful, we have to adapt a little bit to what he does best. I think it's gonna be some. You have to adapt how we play. That means Malacia or Cho has to put in more crosses in, that kind of stuff, because he doesn't have the move. He doesn't have the. He can't move the ball around like a Marshall goes in the box and could maneuver around the box and that kind of stuff. He can't do that. So and just the chemistry with Rashford and everybody else, it's take a while. So I think we have to adjust a little bit when we play him. That means Basaka or Dalo have to get balls in. Ericsson, Rashford as well. Put some balls up in the air. But I mean, we got what we pay for. I mean, we can afford a guy that does everything. We can afford speed. When you're on FIFA, you want to buy a guy, and the guy, speed rating is 80 something or 90 something. You got to pay for that. We can afford that, so we got what we could get. And we have to adjust, a little bit to him as well as he adjusts to us. So I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, yeah. I think you summed that up perfectly. Right, quite. We only take him on loan. Chef, how we singing?
Yeah, are you hearing me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Nice one. Good night
Well,
again, brothers. Sorry about the lateness.
Yeah, man. So we just want to get your thoughts on Wout Weghorst's
Walt?
Wout Weghorst's debut.
Dan, I call him he Walt, eh? You see all that pronunciation? His
you know,
name is
guys,
Walt, though. So anytime I hear me talking about Walt, one time it is. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. Today, in the first half, his whole play wasn't bad. His little knockdowns and things. He didn't really get much chances per se like that. But today wasn't for a debut. I can take that. He will score, man. He has some goals to come.
And it was a little unfair. It could be unfair to him, because as I was saying earlier, to come and just throw him in the deep end.
Yeah.
You know, it was, you know, you expect his debut to come off the bench, you know, where
That's
the
what I
pressure
thought.
not on him, you know, but again, we can't depend on Anthony Martial to stay fit so that the man go get
At
a proper,
all.
you know, because ideally, Wout was supposed to come off the bench today, you know, get a little
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes, you know, ting, and just show what we could do now, boy. But when you ask the man to start and he don't know how the players around him just play, them don't know how he just play, it was real tough for him. You know, it was real tough for him. But say what? You know, more games, more times. Right?
Yes, for the winner against us.
And he has some playing time coming, eh?
Yeah, of course. Of course he gonna play real football. He gonna play real football. Jody saying here, and Ten Hag said it. He did not have enough time for him to understand the players. That's correct. That's
He said
correct.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I mean, I was expecting, right? Here now, Jody is
It's
really
Jody's
Jody like
one food.
no, but I was expecting Rashford through the middle, Anthony and Garnacho, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wout could have come
Me
on. But
too.
I guess Ten Hag probably had different plans, right? Christian saying here, Wan-Bissaka, what a tackle in the end. All he could do them thing. All he could do.
You mean he could do everything?
Right. One on
But yeah,
one,
he
he is one of the
did.
best.
Yeah.
Oh, only he could do them thing. I think he corrected here. Only he could do
Yeah.
them thing.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Zaha comment.
Yeah. What was Zaha to say? 'Cause I think Zaha to talk about that last
Zaha talk
tackle.
about it. Zaha said the only man could have run him down and make that tackle
Zaha
is
say when he
Wan-Bissaka.
see
You know, you know. I used to say I said Basaka good. I didn't say good. All you laugh at me all the time. I said Basaka good. All you laugh at me all the time. I think I can tackle. Or you
man,
want to
make
tell
it
me man, everything good for nothing. Or you want to tell me
it's going
for 5
forward
cents
is the
something.
problem.
Or you laugh at me,
Nah.
man. You might can tackle.
I glad to see the fella rediscover his, and to me like one get braver in attack now.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
One get brave, one trying. Listen, you know, it has certain players. It look jokey when they dribble, but when they try little things, I see it one trying little cheeky thing. I
Yeah.
say, but one, your
Yeah, but
confidence on 10.
want to beat him.
And he not looking
Want
as
to beat.
clumsy as he used to look before, you know. He
Nah,
actually
he
looking a
isn't.
little
He really
more
isn't.
refined. Yeah, he
Yeah.
actually looking a
I
little more
think what does
refined.
make him look was he legs real skinny and things. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he tried
But-
to beat him, it looked like a stick.
But Lion, you remember I messaged you today and say earlier, you know, I say, well, I tell you what, I say Lion, Wan-Bissaka actually making me reconsider my position. You understand?
Yeah.
No,
Nah.
the man looking good earlier.
Me too. I just
Wait
nah,
for him
once
to
he
quick
could
shot.
once he could show us some discipline defending and give me something going forward, I like the competition for right back.
Correct.
Yeah, that far post defending, boy. That's the only thing, boy. That far post defending.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Jody saying here, Dalo place in trouble. All you feel so
Nah,
bad?
I ain't know about all of that.
I ain't feel
It
so.
will
I
be
ain't feel
hard
so.
it will be hard to drop the Saka, man. You're playing very well. It will be hard.
No, but the other game it was by is Charlton when that Bissaka play. But when the Bissaka was having a good game, you know. But when
And
Dalo
Dalo
caught,
came on.
yeah, you just see the level went up now, boy.
Yeah. You did see it.
understand?
You saw the difference.
Yeah, it
And
was
how much Dalo play? Dalo play was you at 10 minutes.
yeah, and that difference went up by so
You
I
saw
don't
it.
know.
You saw the difference.
I don't know. I think right now Bissaka stating a very good claim to be in Ten Hag mind. But to
Yeah.
say he gonna take that little place, I doubt.
Nah.
I doubt.
I agree with that.
You know?
Entry.
So the man, I don't think he can sell, right? For him to get sell something.
Nah, he ain't getting sold, man.
Yeah, he's staying.
No way.
He's staying. But at the end of the day, earlier we had to recognize Wan-Bissaka has been immense for us. You know,
Yeah.
for the last since he's come back.
Yep.
Today he was one of my top performers. Him along with Casemiro and who again by De Gea. Although De Gea put some massive saves today, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan, that one. What the hell? Push on to the post. I didn't say goal, you know.
The first shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. And watch me, he close to agreeing a small money extension,
Uh,
so
He got what,
yeah, but
200?
yes,
they don't want to go away. He want to finish his career.
yeah. So he playing for bonuses. That all going on because remember in them
Yeah.
kind of contractual renewal, you could where you're losing in your short pay, you could pick up in bonuses. So we will
Mm.
see.
You all,
Um,
you all spoke about Rashford.
did we? We
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was
touch on it,
talking,
you know.
we
We
touched on
kind of
it
touch on it a
already.
little bit. Yeah. David Curtin, thanks for joining, man. But chef, coach one Rashford now.
I just find today Rash was too greedy today, boy.
Yeah, boy.
The man was. I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God! Don't tell me this is the old Rashford returning. You know that it had at least three at a minimum three goals that we could have. If Rashford had just made the extra pass, man, could have been an easier thing. Rashford wanted to do all kind of simmy me. Then I know you're in form, and I rate your form right now, but and that's why you just have to rate Wayne Rooney. Because no matter how much goals Rooney score, if Rooney did see the opportunity to make a pass, he making
Pass.
that
Making the
pass.
Yeah,
pass. He making the
exactly.
pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because and I don't know if you had missed this before, Chef. I was asking them boy and them, if it have some kind of record that we don't know about that Rashford probably chasing, that he needed to score today. I don't know because it had to explain why he was so selfish. Because it had
Yeah,
two
he was
times
hell. He just
he could
wanted
have.
to. No, actually, it have a record. He would have been the second Manchester United player behind Van Nistelrooy to score in 9 games straight. That's the record he chasing.
No, too
Well,
bad.
well, too
Yeah.
bad.
Well,
And if he pass it, we could have win, right? We could have
yeah,
win the game, right? So he ain't get no record and we ain't win. And
yeah. So,
Casemiro ain't
so that
playing.
done.
Casemiro ain't playing for against Arsenal.
Listen, oh, you always watching that. You always watch. I swear, when Casimiro get a yellow card, them retarded commentators was now talking about how this man just had 10 minutes to go
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
see
yeah.
out.
Whoa, watch that.
Commentators curse.
And the curse.
Literally,
Yeah.
and them talking that. I just see that ball coming and I say, Jesus Christ, Casimiro had to make a tackle there. I say, wait, these men heavy, boy.
And watch, my stream was a little behind. I just see him shake my head. I say, yo, Casimiro, Casimiro.
You know, you
Uh,
know, I just do because I don't like that lion come my stream is always behind to it. So I just turn my phone away because I want nobody's funny for me that way. Jesus ages. And I guess see somebody message and say, damn it, Casimiro. And I was like, oh, God, tell me Casimiro gonna get a yellow card here, boy. And then,
and,
God,
and you know what
boy.
was worse? Yensi was
Uh,
about to take him off.
I'm going
He
for
was
it.
not
no, I don't
gonna
think he
take
was
him
gonna take
off,
him off,
you know.
Nah, he wasn't
Huh?
taking him off. He wasn't.
You
He
don't
He wasn't
feel
wasn't
taking
so,
him
gonna
off.
boy?
take you off. Nah, no
The two
way.
people who was coming off who came off was
He was bringing
Anthony who
on
needed to get
Fred.
that sub. Anthony needed that
Ericsson came.
sub, and
Okay.
Ericsson needed that sub too. Ericsson was running on fumes since 60th minute.
Ericsson
Ericsson
was
was on
on
fumes.
fumes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Um.
Anthony, boy. Anthony.
Yeah, boy.
Anthony, boy.
God, boy.
Oh,
Anthony
gosh.
starting to get frustrating, boy. But it's his first
I find he
season. It's
should
his
have
first season.
gone Pelastri or something on the
Well,
right.
Dan,
Try something
Anthony,
different.
Anthony's the only signing so far. I don't know. God, boy.
yeah,
And
The
boy.
the
man will give you
price,
5 minutes good and then a
price,
whole lot of nonsense.
Yeah, boy.
frustrating with that one foot.
Yeah. Joey's saying here, yeah, boy, Rashford spoiled my fantasy team. I had him as captain. Wait, boy. You'll get 4 points, don't worry.
Yeah.
Darren Archibald on the inside, thanks for joining, man. Good evening. He's saying Fred will do the
Yeah.
job. Fred will
Hey,
do the job versus
welcome, Darren. Darren was now on TV6 with me for the sports show, and he's a big Manchester fan too, so I invite him over.
nice, Darren. Glad to have you on, buddy. All in all
Come
United. 9 o'clock after every Manchester United game. Check us out, man. Curtin saying here, Rashford decision making was poor. Dribble, lose the ball. He had a chance to pull the trigger, he didn't. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm
Now
saying.
he was off today. He was off today.
Yeah, yeah. So fellas, it had two incidents in the game that took place that went against us. Right? One was the elbow on Martinez. Right? That was in the first half.
That was a shocker.
Yeah.
Right? An elbow. I see the stills, right? And nothing come out of that. Mateta ain't got a yellow card, he ain't got talking to, nothing, and Martinez was lying on the ground, bleeding. Right? Secondly, McTominay, that was a penalty.
Nah,
That was a penalty.
it
Lion.
wasn't. I watched it over that. Nah, it was no penalty.
How that was not penalty?
I'm gonna tell you how.
I
Scott
60
touched the ball.
40. I 60
Scott
40
touched
that
the
it
ball,
was
right?
not penalty, man.
If you watch it over, it would have been a little harsh to give a penalty.
Yeah.
Because Scott touched the ball, and then the defender kick it away too, and he catch Scott. Watch it over.
But why watching, right, Lion? He come in very, very aggressive. His elbow was in under McTominay's arm. So you come from behind, and then your foot didn't. I don't know. I can't remember seeing any kind of contact, and you trip up McTominay.
No,
And that was in the box.
He touched the ball too.
Let me ask you something, right, Lion?
No.
Anywhere else on the field, that foul was not foul.
I don't know. That kind of debatable. Because as much as it's my side and I wanted a penalty, yeah, but
I don't know.
when I watch it over, I'll send it the clip. Because when I watch it over, you see that he Scott touched the ball, yes, but then the defender come and he kick it away, and then the process he leaned to him and push him off. It could have very well be a penalty, but I just trying to be fair. I mean,
fear is giving the damn penalty.
I say after all the debate on the weekend with that offside, had to take something back from we.
Yeah, well, the one that they take back from me was the fact that Mateta didn't get a red card for the elbow on Martinez dread.
I find that was something because he swing his arm, right?
Yeah, he swing his arm. That one I ain't gonna fight you on, Curry. That one here.
Lead with the elbow and nothing.
And he get nothing.
Yellow, nothing. Boy.
He get nothing. That one was. I will tell you something. I try my best, and I and Landry's always talk this. I try my best not to too harp on refereeing decisions because I honestly believe it has balanced off. Some calls you get, some calls. That's why we can. When they want to tell me nonsense about Rashford and it should be our offside, I don't care. Because it has calls we don't get.
Yeah, fair. And even and Ten Hag agree with that position too because he was like, if we'd scored the goals and the chances that we had, then we would not be arguing on these
kind of, too much.
Yeah.
We should never have to depend on some of these things because we have the quality and we put ourselves in good positions to score.
Palace must have get killed off in that first half.
Yeah, boy, we play with our team too much, man. Jody saying the 24 points I got that is over the course of a period of time. That can't be today. Rashford,
my dad a double mark. If he captain him,
but no way he get 24 points for that, chef. 24 points today.
Now how much he get weekend?
Oh, you mean from the it was a double match week?
Yeah, that double match. But still, 24 boy?
Plenty by Jody boy.
Jesus
on the inside here, he's saying, fellas, glory, Man United. The side was very frustrating. We weren't playing for each other. Very spot on. Yeah. Especially in the front line. Everybody was playing for themselves.
Yeah, the front line was greedy today.
Yeah.
Anthony could take us to them, eh?
Boy.
Yes, Jody, I was on the 12th man.
Yeah. And he represent.
Yeah. I can't cuss on national TV, but I behave myself for the most part.
So fellas, wrapping up this evening, a disappointing, frustrating, you know,
Yes.
um, result and performance. But at some point it was bound to come, and I think Jody was saying, at some point the loss will come. But what's important is that we don't like derail the good thing that Ten Hag doing. You
Yeah.
dig? Up next earlier is Arsenal, and I know a lot of the Arsenal fellas who arguing that Partey better than Casemiro, probably real celebrating that Casemiro ain't gonna be available. It's ironic,
Yep.
eh?
I'm celebrating an open top boss song kind of thing.
Was that man saying party better than Casimiro?
Boy, there's a big debate going on
There's
right
a
now
big
on social
debate on
media,
Twitter,
boy.
You
which I don't
serious?
understand.
As though Partey could lace
I
up
don't
Casemiro
understand.
boots, boy.
Party who now finally showing some kind of form for Arsenal? Right. Okay. It's a good thing.
Anyways,
It's a good thing man they put me in that one. But that's
yeah.
a nonsense talk.
Not just
So,
it on Twitter. There's a big thing on Twitter.
yeah.
Eh.
Who was the third person who
Wow.
compared to them again? Was our next DM. Was one more
Who's that
person that had
again?
in that debate.
Nah, I don't know.
Let's not find
Anyway,
it
so we
ourselves.
want, yeah, we want to look forward to Arsenal now, guys. So we are Arsenal on Sunday, and what was a revelation to me, Lion, is that Arsenal didn't have a midweek game, and we had to play. We traveled to Crystal Palace. You understand? We had to travel back home, and then we had to travel to London again to
Yep.
play
Yeah.
Arsenal. So the real rodeo here. But anyway, we move. So fellas, thoughts on the game against Arsenal, and what's your predicted starting 11? How we gonna wrap it with that? Simeon?
Starting 11, I don't know. I mean, it has to be Fred and Casemiro. You got to put Fred in there, I think. Uh, I mean, Arsenal is too techni- technically gifted to play around with. I mean, they score goals. I mean, see how we don't score goals? They find ways to score goals.
Yeah.
I don't see us break. I mean, it's gonna be tough with Casemiro to play with them, but without Casemiro, we have to depend on mostly like counter attacks and that kind of stuff. And like the form our strikers are in right now, with just Rashford scoring on or being selfish. It's gonna be a long day because every one of these games, I keep going back to Bruno Fernandez. Every one of these big games, early in the game, he gets a chance, and he always misses. Like Bruno's gonna have to play real good in this game for us to win. He's gonna have to hold on to the ball. He's gonna have to protect the ball. Martial has to play. I don't know what his
Marshall fit?
I
no
think he
Martial
is,
has
yeah. I
Martial has
think he,
to play. He has to do something. Anthony, I don't know what kind of form he in. I don't know if Sancho will reach back, but like we can't defend all game, and we have to score goals. So I mean, I see more or less the same starting lineup minus Casemiro. Um, Hopefully Martial comes in for Wout. Um,
Wow.
Wout.
Wout Weghorst.
Wow. Wow.
When you score, I'll get his name right. Okay. Until then. But I mean, we gotta score at least one or two goals to be in this game. I don't see as good as we are defending. I don't see us hold up Arsenal for
90
for
minutes.
90 minutes. So
Oh.
Lion, you think going for a draw would be, might
Nah,
be
what
a
I
good
keep on.
a good result?
Ten Hag going for no job.
Tenag going for no
Yeah, the
draw.
man's there. We beat Arsenal without Casemiro starting. We could do it again. He ain't
Let's do
going
it
for no job.
again.
He going on we might see Mac Fred again. Right?
I predicted something.
We might see
Mark Fred would then have
Bruno on the right.
a game of a lifetime.
Bruno on the right.
Ericsson.
Ericsson in the 10, Garnacho on the left, and you'll put Rashford on top.
Yeah.
Right?
I could do that.
The back line, I think we might see Shaw back in the centre back.
You
For
feel
some
so?
reason, I don't know. I
find Martinez had a good game.
Yeah, he
No,
had a good game.
Martinez, look back to you yourself.
He had a good game, but I feel I don't know why I feel you're playing Malassi for the energy.
And the speed.
Yeah,
Saka that side.
That could work out both ways, but because Saka, the first game Saka terrorized Malacia. So he could put Shaw and Martinez back, but I don't know. Shaw has been good at the centre back, so you never know.
First game, who had played the right back was Dalot one. Dalot.
I ain't worried about one in that game. I ain't worried about one at all.
Nah, one.
He could have made a gamble and even play Martinez as a DM because he played him there before. I don't think he would. I don't think he would do that.
I feel like the game to experiment.
Yeah.
Who's the Arsenal striker?
Nketiah.
Yeah.
He's good, boy.
He good, you know.
He did nothing. He informed.
He informed.
He's trash, man. He doesn't.
I'm gonna make sure and take
Ramsdale off my fantasy team, because he never gonna get boss.
I think we're gonna win that game, but it'll be a real tight game.
That game will be a grind out.
That 2-1 or something.
I feel I will try to mirror the same team that play against City. You know, I don't see Anthony starting this game again. I feel Bruno gonna go out, and I feel that midfield gonna have Fred coming in for energy. He gonna have a specific job on Odegaard.
Yeah.
Right, and I feel McTominay will come in for Casemiro, right, and we're gonna have Fred, McTominay, and Ericsson.
But them better have a body on Saka.
Well, that's what Luke Shaw gonna have to do, right? Because I'm going with Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and Bissaka. And I agree with Lion. The kind of form Bissaka in right now, I ain't worried about he go deal with Martinelli, right?
Yeah.
Up top, I'm going if according to Martial's situation, if he fit, he's starting. If not, Rashford play through the middle. Right, because Arsenal possess the ball better than us, and especially if we do our Casemiro in the middle of the park. And Scott, we're not gonna have much possession. So we're gonna have to play on the counter, and Rashford pace and directness.
That Marcus squad them.
He and Garnacho. Right? Bruno do the little creative work cutting inside while wherever. Yeah. So Garnacho, Rashford, Bruno, Ericsson, Fred, McTominay. And that's how I see us going at Arsenal on Sunday. If Martial fit, then he's starting Rashford and Bruno. Sheffield, if I'd get you in on this one.
Yeah, no, I cool with that. The defense, as much as I don't mind, for me personally, the defense kind of picks itself. So I would have put Shaw left back, Varane, Martinez, Dalot, McFred.
Oh, they just say it so nice. No McFred on Diagton, right? It's McTominay and Fred, right?
Yeah. Like a bad burger from McDonald's.
Man, call McFred a bad burger.
I honestly expect to see two of them starting.
You do expect?
I expect.
Yeah. I think they will. Or we could see our next Ten Hag masterclass, and the next thing the man start Iqbalo or Kobe Mino or something. And I find
it's a nice game to start Palestri
On the right.
Palestri, yeah, but
on
Palestri,
the right.
Palestri is quality. I don't
nah,
know.
he decent. He decent. Um, you know what was very encouraging today though? You know how we defended. I mean, it had to take a world of a free kick to to breach our defense,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because apart from that, it had no
That was the
way.
only way they were scoring.
Yeah, it had no way Palace was going to score on me. Right? They get some good chances, and I mean, part of the defense is a goalkeeper, and if your goalkeeper good, he good, right?
Yeah.
But we real limit, Crystal Palace to real scraps today,
What Zaha
right?
do? Zaha did nothing, you know.
No, Zaha, we handle Zaha.
Totally.
Basaka do the job on Zaha, on Zaha. You
Yeah.
understand? So, I mean, that was encouraging, guys. That was real encouraging. We're just ready to pick ourselves back up from today, the disappointment of today, and make it right come Sunday. You
I
know,
think I think this draw is possibly a good thing for Sunday.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we get some closing thoughts now, guys. Simeon?
I mean, looking at the schedule, I think this is our really last test before we get
Barca.
some quote unquote easier fixtures. Between now and Barca, this is our last real big test. I mean, so and the main thing is just the standard. I think the Ten Hag standard, even though we might see McTominay and Fred, they've been playing a lot better with Ten Hag. And I think even though we in the same players, I think we will get a higher standard. I mean, no matter who's playing come Sunday. So that gives me some confidence for the game. Arsenal has been, I think they've earned it. They've earned my respect so far for how they've played. But at the same time, I mean, we just handled City. We just beat City. We beat Liverpool. I mean, we ain't nothing to say we can't beat them. But at the same time, we it ain't gonna be pretty. We have to defend very well, and more importantly, we gotta take our chances.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that scares me.
Yeah.
'Cause I know it's gonna be a chance for Rashford, it's gonna be a chance for Bruno, Anthony. They all gonna get chances. Can we finish those chances? That's the only question I have.
Yeah. Lion?
Yeah, there's gonna be a counter attack game, I could see. Soak up the pressure, but just keep them away from the box and hit them on the break. That's what I could see with this game. I believe we will come out victorious.
What are we talking about, man? What are
Yeah.
we talking about? Chef, for the most informed team in the league right now, what are you saying? Closing thoughts.
This was so I said these two games would have been the test to really see where we at. We passed the first test. Had a little blip today, but Casimiro not being there is also a blessing. We can't be so reliant on one player.
Yeah.
So let's see what is the progress of our team without Casimiro in the squad. I think it will be a grind out, and I think it'll probably be a 3-2 in favor of us.
A 3-2. What a high
Yeah,
scoring game, but we talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like to see
That
some
game going
goals.
to have goals.
Very nice. I really hope we on the winning side. Even if the game end up 10-11, once we win, I good. Right, we go talk about all the other nonsensical goals we concede after once we win.
Yeah.
Right? And I think who it was by somebody who it was saying that by they like exciting games, and they will take a 4-3 win over a 1-0 win. Because it means have been something entertaining for the fans now. So yeah, and more goals score. So I mean fans
I
want
don't
to
want
see
to
goals and
entertain
that
that
kind of
against
thing.
Arsenal.
I want my
No,
I want
That's
my
what we
keeper
do.
and
no,
let
I mean
get but all that.
you get more, you score more goals, your team score more goals, because I mean that's how
No,
he kind
not
of.
against this team. I just want we beat them flat out, and I don't care about entertainment for that. Yeah,
And we
let we
move.
have entertainment against
Reading.
Norwich or Luton Town or something, not Arsenal. We beat them.
To them.
No, but
Yeah, let me
if
just beat Arsenal, please and
but if you have
thanks.
an entertaining game against Luton Town and Norwich, and something wrong with the team, we're supposed to be blowing away them small teams.
Well, once you play a second string team, yeah.
Okay.
Not Arsenal. I just
Not
want to
that.
beat them. That
I just
banter
want to
can't
beat
bring them.
Arsenal.
The fans too sick, man.
Yeah, very. And the get back the loud too bad right now.
Yeah. In front of them in on cloud
Lost
nine.
the
And
voice for about
deserving
15 years.
to to be honest.
Well, they lost their
Yeah.
voices
But
for
not this
about
weekend.
15 years. So,
Well, we hope Man United could show up and continue, after the blip now. You know, so guys, we will be here again on Sunday, to look back at the
when?
fixture, yes, and the win, against the mighty Gunners. All right, we hope we could really trust poking that wheel, right? And we have so much ammunition to battle on them because we play midweek and we still come and beat all in our own home. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, gonna be real loud on social media when you still beat them. You know, so yeah, we want to hope that the guys recover. As chefs say, chances are this result could really be a blessing in disguise. Right? Disappointed with the Casemiro thing. I mean, you always want your best players available to
Of
play,
course.
some of the bigger games. And the fact that he's not here, kind of. But nonetheless, it's our put McTominay and Fred and them fellas to show why we shouldn't sell them to Newcastle and thing. On a good note as well, Garnacho close to agreeing, a new deal with the club. That's good things. Rashford in talks, Dallo in talks, De Gea in
Yeah, and
talks. You understand? So Ten Hag staying his ship in the right direction, man. We are overpaying and we are overcompensating nobody. We're trying to, keep them salaries in a certain line. We didn't say that players ain't gonna get what they deserve. But I all about the more performance-based incentives,
agreed.
So, yeah, so let me see how things go, guys. It was
Yeah,
nice.
man.
Simeon, Chef, Lion, thanks for joining. Those in the comments, thanks for being in here with us, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.
Blessings, brother.
Right.